Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland Reviewer, and I'm here to review Bad Hair. And this is a new horror film from Hulu. Has a bit of a biting satire to it as well, so there's humor, there's really uncomfortable body horror. I never thought just focusing on hair could make me tense up and cringe so much. But, it worked. And this is from writer-director Justin Simien, who's famous for Dear White People, which I'm a huge fan of both the film and the show. And this aesthetic to this film captures his aesthetic very well, except this is a period piece. It's set in the 80s, and it really captures, 80s culture, style, fashion, that look so well. And it even captures it from, a bit of a graininess to how the film is shot. This looks like it could have been made in the 80s. And it captures that time and place really well. So that's a nice way to set the stage here. And it focuses on some really important themes of identity and black culture and trying to keep that, because the idea of keeping your hair natural is such a big focal point in this film, because our protagonist, played by Lorraine, who's Anna, she's in this culture at work. They produce some television programs for black culture, but now they're having this drastic shift. James Vanderbeek, of all people, comes in, shakes things up, and they're expected to fall into line, and she's had natural hair her whole life after a bad experience as a kid, left her scarred from lye. And now she goes in, gets a weave and everything, and how that changes her life, how certain people look at her and in a more positive light because she looks so good, and then others having problems with the fact that she kind of sold herself out to get ahead in this business in terms of entertainment. And it has those commentaries onto entertainment business. It's a very ambitious film. It has trying to do a lot. And it mostly juggles certain aspects, some of them a little shaky. Tonally, it feels like it's trying to be humorous, and then Lena Waithe's in it and has some more overt comic relief in certain moments. And it is really cheesy. The effects are really cheesy, like this evil hair coming out and killing people, sucking up blood. It feels very much like a B horror movie, and that works. It looks silly, but I think that's the point. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to look like an 80s body horror film. And it's fun. It's creepy. I was really unnerved by some of the body horror, so that was really effective, at least for me. I am also a big baby when it comes to horror movies, so that could just be me. But this film tries to do a lot, tries to say a lot. A lot of it sticks. Some of it doesn't. It falls into a lot of tropes of horror movies, to take this old stories and of witches and this hair, and you're reading out of a book, and you have those kinds of cliches going on, and they're a little on the nose, and there's other moments that things could have just been a little subtler in terms of some of the commentary. But in general, this is an ambitious, fun, crazy thrill ride, honestly. And out of all the kinds of films that you find on Hulu, in terms of horror, they do a lot of horror stuff with their Huluween time, and even just they put out a lot of horror content, and I think this one has a little bit more bite than most. But those are my thoughts on Bad Hair. I think it's fun. I'd recommend it. But let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.